Hey friend, hey, welcome back to my channel, So Creative. And in today's video, I am going to do my first paycheck budget overview. So we're just going to get right into this video and get started. So I'll start out talking about my income. And so for my first paycheck of April, my pay will be $3,162.28, and I have a carryover balance of $49.67, which gives me a balance of $3,211.95 to work with on this paycheck. So this amount of my paycheck, this is the normal amount of my paycheck one monthly, when I don't have any overtime or anything like any additional pay. This is usually how much my check is, varying between 140 something and 160. I mean 3,140 to $3,160. So this is my normal pay for my first paycheck. So moving forward on May, I'm going to try to make sure that I use this number, and then whatever my pay is, I will put that as the actual balance, because I don't want to get myself in a predicament to where I think that I'm going to have more money and then I sell myself short on my budget. Okay, so let's move down to my bills, my monthly bills for the month of April, first paycheck. A lot of my debts come out on my first paycheck, which is the reason why I do not like my first paycheck. And that's also the reason why a lot of my budgeting is done on the second paycheck, because I don't have a lot of extra money on this first paycheck, because of a lot of my expenses and bills come out on the first paycheck. So not a lot has changed on my bill section, other than my debt number 7. It went down from $1,045 to $1,009. My mortgage went down, or this payment went down by $71, and I split my payments in half and I pay them per paycheck. So that is one thing that's actually changed as far as my bills. Everything else has remained the same, I believe. Yes, so nothing else. My electricity bill, the gas bill is the same, phone bill, the city, sewage, water, garbage, that's that. Yeah, everything else is the same. So my total bills for the first paycheck is $2,068. Excuse me. So now I'll move down to my expenses. And the only thing, well, there's two things that changed here. So these first 5 are my cash wallet. Nothing has changed there. Daycare is the same. My daughter is no longer doing gymnastics at the moment. We're taking a break so she can heal. And all this is the same. I did have to include my Sam's Club membership, because that one snuck up on me and it's due this month. So I included that with expenses. That's a one-time expense, a yearly subscription or membership. I will try to do, no, I'm not going to try. I'm going to do a sinking fund for this. So next year I'll actually have this money saved, and then I can pay for it with that. So my bills, my expenses total for my first paycheck is $806.75. And I went ahead and put the amounts over in the budget summary, but we'll get there. So I don't have anything for my sinking funds. I like to tally everything up and see what my remaining balance is. And then that's when I decide if I'm able to do any of my sinking funds, or if I'm able to put any extra money to my debt snowball or emergency funds and savings challenges. So as far as my savings, this is all the same. Nothing is changed here. And that total is $287.50. So we have all of our totals here. So I'll total this up and I will see what my remaining balance is to see if I have any money that I can use to put into sinking funds or saving challenges or even my emergency fund. So let's go ahead and put our income total, which is $3,211.95. And we're going to minus the $2,068 from my bill expenses. That leaves me with $1,143.95. And then we're going to go ahead and minus the $806 for my monthly expenses, which leaves me $337.20, which means I'm not going to have a lot of money to do anything as far as sinking funds or savings challenges. I can see that right now. So we're going to minus the $287.50 from my extra savings. And that leaves me with $49.70. So not a lot left over for any type of savings challenges or sinking funds. So let me go ahead and put that balance, the remaining balance here. So that was $49.70. I will probably just leave this money in my account. And I want to zero this out. So I think what I'm going to do is copy this and I'm going to put this here and put this as a buffer for my account. I'm not going to do I don't have the money to do any savings challenges or sinking funds at the moment, which is really weird to me because her gymnastics was $134. $134.50. And then, so we are minus that because we're no longer doing that, but we're adding, so $134.50. And then, let's see, 1,009 and 46 minus, I think it used to be 145.02. Okay, so $35.56 is the additional money that I have from this payment. So $35.56 plus $134.50 should give me $170.06 additional money that should be added to my budget because I don't have those payments anymore. Well, yes, because I had to minus the let me minus the $50. Is that right? Minus 50. So that should leave me $120. Okay, so then minus 49.70. So that's a difference of $70. So why is there a difference? Let's see. Why is there a difference? I should have an additional $70. Oh, I know. I know what it is. It is this my paycheck is not the same as it has been the last 2 months, I believe, because my paycheck one before was like more in like 200 plus dollars, $3,200 instead of 31. So that's 40 to probably that's a $40 difference right there plus. Okay. So I see the difference here. Because let's go back to March. Okay, let me go to March. Okay, so let's go to March and we're gonna do paycheck budget. So, okay, so that's the difference. So here, my paycheck one was $32 and $3,218. And so let's minus 3,162. So $56. Okay, so that is the difference. So that's what I'm saying. My paycheck one is usually not that amount. Let's go to February and see what February's paycheck was. So okay. So my paycheck one for March. Okay. Let's see. Do I have January? I think January I was writing everything in. Paycheck one for January. Okay, so it was 31.52. February was 31.52. Okay, so that's the difference. It's about 50 something dollars additional that I had from March. And so, okay. All right, so that is one reason why I will make sure that this budget, this number, I will try to keep in my monthly budget. So therefore, I won't sell myself short as thinking that I am, because what did I put for April? Well, I put 162, 3,162. Okay. I don't know. I'm going way off the grid right now trying to figure this out. It is what it is. This is how much I have to work with. I only have $49.70 left over. I'm going to put that here, and that will zero out my budget because I like doing the zero base budget. So I'm going to go ahead and let me go back here, and I'm going to go to text, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go ahead and zero this out. And so that should leave me a remaining balance of 0, which means my balance is zero out. Every dollar has a name. And so I'm going to sit down and be still until my next paycheck because I don't have any additional money to play around with. So I need to really stick to my budget on this paycheck. And that is my plan, to stick to my budget because I don't have any additional money, which is sometimes a little depressing. But listen, everything is taken care of. I have money for gas. All my bills will be taken care of. You know, I do have this sort of a small buffer in my account. So not too depressed, but that's why I like my paycheck number 2. But anyways, okay, so I'm finished with my paycheck budget overview. And so my next thing that I want to do is I need to close out my debts. So I will be coming in with another video updating my debt payment tracker and my debt payments and where everything falls in, closing out the month of March. So I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you come along so we can continue to chat about me and my journey to get out of debt and have debt freedom. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.